A TV crew came over today and asked me to talk about the dangers of starting your own business and the dangers of being involved with this. And I told them this: when the soul dies, the body soon follows. A lot of people have these dreams and goals and they decide not to take action on it because it's the safe fucking thing. But let me tell you what, I don't care how safe it's ever gonna be. When you don't take action on the things that your soul is really calling out for you to do, and it dies, your body will begin to follow and you'll begin to have all sorts of different terrible things that'll happen to you. Just yesterday, someone very close to me had a heart attack. And this person was a mother who identified as a mom, but one of her children died. And she didn't find this purpose. She was very scared of her inner purpose. And because of this, she was going through a lot of traumatic things all the time. What happened yesterday was a big sign that when your soul dies, the body soon follows. If you do not follow the things, I don't care how bad a failure you could possibly have could ever be. Whether it's evicted, whether it's all your friends hate you now because you let them down, whether you're the laughing stock of the entire country, it doesn't fucking matter. None of that will ever be more painful than you ignoring the call of your soul and you ignoring the reason why you're on this planet and letting that go. That is endless, torturous pain, and the risks of you not taking action are incredibly dangerous, so don't ever do it. You always gotta be focused on what your soul wants, and you always gotta be focused on no dreams left behind, man. Any dream that you have, there's a way for it to come true. Calling them into reality. There is a version of you in the future that has this thing you've always wanted, and learning to not want it anymore, but learning to call in that version of you. You start at the surface, then you go deep, you show up where people are, and that we live in a real materialistic world. Because I'm able to show up there, I can suck them in and get more wisdom. So because of that, that's why I'm getting a Bugatti, right? That's why I'm going all the way with all the other materialistic stuff like a jet and a mansion, whatever. Not just because I love those things, but because that gives me more influence and it gives me more ability to impact. And because I had these cool results, I was able to inspire. You know, one of my favorite quotes is, if I think like you, will I fucking have the results like you, right? Will I have a life like you? Everyone's got an opinion, but very few people have an opinion worth listening to, and only the results that you have achieved in your life make your opinions worth listening to. And all of a sudden, now that I'm spitting fire from a Lambo, people listen. The moral of the story is, when the soul dies, the body soon follows. And this happens to a lot of people. I'm sure you can think of people who just maybe gave up on certain things and their body just started to deteriorate. There's an incredible book called Man's Search for Meaning, which is the book about the man, Viktor Frankl, who survived Auschwitz way back when 95% of the people in that concentration camp were dying. He was able to survive for one reason. Everyone else died because they lost their will to live and they had given up. And he discovered a reason to live, which is, I must live because I must write about the crazy fucking shit that happened in this. And if I don't live, no one will get to hear about what happened here. So he found a reason to live. His soul found a reason to live. And that's what sent him to diving in a fucking pit of dead people, acting like a dead person while they scooped everybody out and buried them in a ditch, and he was able to survive and escape through that mechanism. This is some real shit. There's some serious dangers to you ignoring your life's calling. So shout out, you heard it here first, right? Stay away from ignoring any life callings that you could possibly have. It's important.